In Rising World, your life improves based on the type and quantity of ores you're able to accumulate. There isn't really a field of dreams full of ores like this one, so you'll have to do some mining. There are several ways to go about it, and you'll probably come up with variations of your own. Let's take a look at some possibilities. The first way is to simply roam the countryside, trying not to get eaten by anything. Just keep an eye out, especially on any rocky outcroppings. Wherever there is stone, there's a chance of ores being right out in the open. You already have a pickaxe, so get right to work and dig them up. Another popular approach is to explore caves and see if they have any exposed ores in sight. Here's a natural cave I found earlier and lit up with torches. I gotta warn you, caves can be dangerous. The very first cave I explored, I wound up breaking my leg in a fall. Look around as you go and you will likely see at least some exposed ores. A more straightforward way to go about it is to find a rock face and just dig your own cave. It may seem daunting at first, but this tunnel took about 45 minutes of what I consider enjoyable gameplay. The advantage over natural caves, as I see it, is that you wind up with not only ores, but a lot of stone, which is a valuable resource for building almost anything. Stone can also be used to make your permanent mine a more civilized part of your home base. There are many examples of impressively made mines on the web. My personal favorite approach is to search for a really nice place for my base and dig my mine right there. You'll need to bring food with you since there may not be an obvious source for more when you first get there. So gathering a bunch of apples is a good start, especially if you take the time to grab some saplings to grow new apple trees at your destination. There's no telling how far you'll have to travel until you find the perfect spot, but that's also the fun of the game. The scenery is enjoyable, and if they don't kill you, the animals are interesting too. I'll try to get to a spot quickly so we can get back to mining. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, this place is beautiful. I think I just found my new home. Nothing like a postcard kind of view from your base, is there? I wound up with only 2 apple tree saplings, but I'm going to go ahead and plant them right away since trees take time to grow. Okay, that was just a little video magic. A couple of game days actually passed between those shots. Okay, time to get mining. We have a handy rock face right here, so we don't have to dig a hole. We'll start the same way we did with that long tunnel-like cave I dug a few minutes ago. This time, however, we'll dress it up as we go, since this will be the main mine for our home base. In my case, dressing it up mostly means I'll put down a stone block floor as I go. It not only makes it look better, but it makes it easier and safer to walk on. It also makes a clear path to keep you from getting lost when your mine gets really big. You'll see what I'm talking about later in the video. We'll constantly want to angle our mine downward to get to some of the more desirable ores. That means our stone path will require stairs or ramps to navigate down the slopes. I'll go with ramps. Just start digging downward and add the ramps as you extend the walkway. Okay, now for the ramps. Lighting will always be an issue, so be prepared to make many torches. I'm going to level it out here for a bit. We're already gathering enough ores and stone to need a staging area to process some of this stuff. We could do it above ground, but we'll just do it here. Excavating underground is fun and rewarding. Check out all the ores we're finding already. And there we go. Time to set up shop. I'll bring down the workbenches I had on the surface to start with. Then we'll need to smelt the ores we've already mined. We have some wood and plenty of stone, so let's make a couple of large smelters. Oh wow, these suckers are big. Not sure if I made the staging area big enough. We're going to need some storage too, so let's quickly make a saw bench so we can make some storage. 2 chests should be enough for now. Okay, we've already mined some coal, so now we'll fuel up the smelters. Time to cook some ores into ingots. That's a 6-minute process, so we'll fast forward a bit. Oh, ouch! Them suckers is hot. Remind me to wear gloves next time. I had the iron in the other smelter, so we've already got a nice supply ready to go. This mine can now be expanded indefinitely. You can see here how the walkways keep you from getting lost. The size, shape, and pattern are entirely up to you. Now I had trouble finding aluminum until I found out it occurs mostly at higher altitudes. I had to travel a considerable distance to start a separate mine at a higher elevation. This is where I found my very first aluminum. It happened to be at level 168. Once you have aluminum, you can make an advanced workbench and craft up one of these. The ore detector indicates if there are any ores nearby, and if you right-click your mouse, you can have it respond to a specific ore. As I recall, I had just made a nice find right over here. Yep, it's aluminum. So that's about it for mining. There's always more to learn from actually doing it. So I hope you saw enough here to get yourself started. Have fun and good luck.